talking to people when it comes to, does your credit score really matter, right? Does your credit score really matter? Why is this part so important? I'm gonna tell you why this part is so important. Everybody and their grandmother wants an 800 credit score. Everybody and their grandmother wants a 750 credit score, right? But the question now becomes, does your credit score really matter? Now, some of you may be thinking to yourself, well, Marvin, isn't that what the whole point of the credit mastermind is? Isn't it to help me get the 750? Yes, isn't it to help me get the 800? I thought that was a goal, Marvin. Is this a scam? Is this a Ponzi scheme? Is this a pyramid scheme? Is this Amway Part 7, Marvin? What's going on? I'm going to explain to you what's going on. Stay with me, walk with me, talk with me. This is what I mean by that, right? Watch this. Now, right? Focus. Now, understanding your credit score. Let's say you have two individuals, right? You have person A, who, my goodness, that is a handsome gentleman. Person A has a credit score of 680, right? Person B, looking a little rough there, buddy. You gotta get a haircut or something. Who's that guy, right? Am I right, ladies? Anyways, person B has a 724 credit score. Now, my question to you guys is this, right? Stay with me here. My question to you guys is this. It's very simple. If we both person A and person B, go to the auto dealer to finance a car, who do you think is going to get the better loan? Now, for the fellas that's watching this, take your time and think. But for the ladies that's watching this, please focus on the score. Do not let the looks sway your decision making, ladies. Please. I know it's tough. I know it's difficult, but just focus on the score. Cover them up if you have to, because I know person A is taking your breath away, right? But I'm gonna give you guys some time to think about it, right? If we both go to the auto dealer to finance a car, who is going to get the better loan? All right. Feel like I gave you guys enough time. So, have you made your decision? Have you decided between person A with the 680 and person B with the 724, who's going to get the better loan? I gave you enough time. And I hope you chose right, right? Now, some of you may be looking at me like, why are we even having this conversation? Why are we even having this conversation? Clearly, person B is going to get the better loan. Why? Because he has the better score, Marvin. Duh. Well, think again. See, I told you their scores, but I didn't tell you their credit reports. I told you their scores, but I didn't tell you their credit reports. I told you their scores, but I didn't tell you their credit reports. Well, let's take a look at their credit reports. Person A with a 680 credit score has 4 credit cards. Each of those have a $2,500 limit. He has an auto loan on his credit report that's 2 years old. He has 55% utilization. That's no good, but he has 100% payment history. Whereas person B, right, has a 724 credit score, but yet his credit report only consists of him being an authorized user on his Auntie Mabel's Capital One credit card. So now I ask you again, if we both go to the auto dealer to get a new Hellcat SRT 2025, who's getting the better loan? Clearly person A, but why? Because although person B has a better credit score, person A has a better credit profile. And that, my good friends, is what matters in the world of credit. If you walk away from this video not knowing nothing else, understand this: your credit score does not matter. Focus less on your credit score and more on your credit profile. Why? Because you can have a great credit score. You can have a great credit score, but a poor credit profile. But once you have a great credit profile, right, the great credit score is going to come. For example, when we take a look at person A, he has a great credit profile, a solid credit profile, right? He has 4 credit cards on there with a $2,500 limit. And moreover, he already has an auto loan reporting. Typically, lenders, especially auto lenders, like to see that you already have some type of history, right, with an auto loan before. It makes them feel more comfortable knowing that you had history with the auto loan before, right? And makes them more comfortable giving you another auto loan, which he has. The only problem that person A has is a 55% credit utilization. That's not good. The banks aren't going to like that, but that's easy to fix. Just pay some of the credit cards down and you're good money. Whereas with person A, he doesn't even have any primary credit. He has no credit that's his. He's literally piggybacking off of his auntie's credit. The banks are going to look at person A and person B and say, why is person B even applying to us right now? His credit profile is dang near non-existent, right? So I want you guys to get yourself out of the mindset, because there's a lot of people that came into this presentation and you guys were thinking to yourself, okay, um, um, I want to get a 750 credit score. I want to get 800. Don't worry about the credit score. Once your focus is on the credit profile, the score is going to come, right? If you focus so much, because getting a 750 credit score is easy. My first credit score ever was a 748, and I was an authorized user on one of my friend's credit cards. But at the same time, I couldn't do nothing with my credit score. Why? Because my profile didn't have, I had nothing. I had none of my own cards, right? So it's about the profile. It's not about the score, because you can have a great score and get approved for Jack Diddley and not get approved for Jack Diddley. So you want to focus less on your credit score and more on your credit profile. But now, you guys, this question might become, okay, Marvin, I get it. The credit score doesn't matter. But now if the credit score doesn't matter, how do I go about building my credit profile? I'm glad you asked, Sammy. Watch this. You know I couldn't leave you guys empty-handed. I can't give you the game. I can't give you the sauce, the jewels, the gem, the butter without teaching you how to properly structure your credit report, right? I told you guys why credit is important. I told you guys how to understand your credit report, how to understand your score. You know, does a credit score matter? Now we have to talk about what a credit report should look like, how to properly structure your credit report. And these, what you're seeing here, are what are called data points. These are the things that can make up your credit report, right? So with credit score, you have those 5 different factors, but with credit reports, you have what are called data points. And what banks are looking for is not a 750 score. They're looking at your data points. Your data points is what makes up your credit report and allows the bank to know if you're credit worthy or not, if you're lendable or not, right? So if we go through each of these one by one, let's start off with payment history. I already talked about it before. And if you, by the way, if you need to take a picture of this screen, if you need to take a screenshot, whatever it may be, do that. But if we go through these things one by one, let's start off with payment history, right? Your payment history needs to be 100%, not 99, not 99.7, not 99.999999999994568999999. No, 100%. You cannot miss a payment. I don't care if it's a secured card. I don't care what it is. If it's on your credit report, pay it on time. It's non-negotiable. Next up, we have the credit card utilization. Remember, I told you guys, above 1, below 10. Keep it in that 2 to 9% range. As you can see here, this person has a 6%. That's perfect, right? You never want your your utilization to be 25, 29. If you want to be average, do that. But we're not here to be average. We're here to be credit masterminds. And a credit mastermind, a true credit mastermind, always keeps his credit utilization below 10%. I could tell y'all mine right now is at 7%. I never let it go. Me personally, I never let it even go above 8. I always make sure I keep it below 8%. So typically it's like 5, 6, 7%, right? Next up, you have derogatory marks. Marvin Francois, what are derogatory marks? Derogatory marks are things such as late payments, right? Negative marks that someone may leave on a credit account that maybe you got involuntarily closed because you mismanaged it. Or maybe you got, like I said, a late payment for a different card or whatever it may be. These are things you want to make sure that you never have on your credit report. As you can see here, this individual has absolutely zero derogatory marks. So no late payments, no negative comments by the banks or the lenders being left on your credit report. None of those things. All right. No late payments, no charged off accounts, no nothing. Righty, no nothing. Zero. Age of credit. Remember, I told you guys, typically banks want to see that you have anywhere from 4 to 5 plus years of credit history in order for you to be like a golden child in their eyes. Now, that does take time. Realistically, I guess once you get past that 2 mark range, that's when you can really start having fun with your credit. But for you to be like in good territory, 4 to 5 plus years. Great is like 10 plus, but of course that takes time. But once you get past that 2-year mark, you should be fine. But typically, you want it in that 4 to 5 plus year, 4 to 5 and up range. As you can see here, this person has 5 years and 9 months, so they're good money, right? Now, this next part is something that I haven't touched on yet. How many accounts should you have on your credit report? Because we talked about credit mix and different types of accounts, but Marvin Francois, the question now becomes, how many accounts should we have on our credit report? You want to have at least 10 total accounts on your credit report, and not 10 total accounts like you got 5 open and 5 closed. No, you want 10 open credit accounts reporting. And it could be a mix of credit cards, personal, secured loans that you're getting from the bank or things of that nature. It could be, auto loan, real estate loan, whatever it may be. Now, once again, I'm not sitting here and telling you go get 4 different cars so that you got 4 different. No, right? But you want to have 10 open positive accounts reporting on your credit report, at least 10. You see this person here has 17, so they're going crazy. You understand me? And last but certainly not least, hard inquiries. You guys remember I said it before. Stop running your inquiries up, right? But what's the magic number that you want to keep your inquiry count at? You never want to have more than 2 to 3 hard inquiries reporting on your credit report. 2 is fine. 3 is the cutoff limit. Anything be above 3, and now you seem credit hungry to the lenders, and they don't want nothing to do with you, right? I've seen people with great credit profiles but got 80 inquiries, and they can't get approved for nothing, and they don't know why. Go away, Miss Wims. They don't know why. This is why. You want to make sure that your hard inquiry count never goes above 3, right? Never, ever goes above 3. All right, so I'm not gonna leave this here. You guys have had it up long enough, but make sure you take a picture of this, notes, whatever it may be. Like I said, it doesn't have to be this exact thing, but this is just to give you an example. But just to help, just run through it again. You want your payment history at least 100, credit card utilization below 10, above 1, 0 derogatory marks, age of credit 4 to 5 plus years, total accounts at least 10, and hard inquiries never more than 2 to 3. All right. If I went too fast on that, just rewind it. Matter of fact, I'll say it one more time. 100% payment history. Credit card utilization between 2 and 9%. 0 derogatory marks. 4 to 5 plus years of history. 10 plus total accounts open. No more than 2 to 3 hard inquiries. And by the way, that's not 2 to 3 hard inquiries across all 3. No, each bureau should not have more than 2 to 3 hard inquiries.